This video shows 2 new improvements to Marine Bot that will be added even to versions for Firearms and Day of Defeat. First is an addition for the alternative start positions, and then a fix for the unstuck code. Alternative start positions were already shown in an older video. But now this will be even easier for you, as Marine Bot will generate the file for you. So then you can just modify the points you want to change. Like here, if you wanted to ALF General spawned right next to the documents he's meant to protect. As you already know from the older video, you should lift yourself from the ground so that you don't create a bad start point. Then get your position. And now there is this new command to let Marine Bot system generate the file for you on a map restart. There is also a protection built into this feature that won't allow you to generate a new file if there already is one for that map. Okay, now you have to edit the file that Marine Bot just generated for you. You already know this from the older video. So just look at this picture that shows how does the file look in this particular case, and where you add the new coordinates for the general's position. Once you have done that and saved the file, you have to restart the map again to allow Marine Bot modify the position using the new coordinates that you've added to the file. Just be sure to keep the position for standard players inside the spawn zones, as global warfare requires that to work normally. Otherwise the players would be invincible. And that's it. As you can see, the general will now spawn where you wanted. Now we will look at the fix for the unstuck code. Again, if you have watched an older video that was recorded on map.anzio, you already know what all can Marine Bot do when it comes to dealing with difficult places on maps. However, there was one bug in the code. Places like this window that are too high for standard jump caused issues that Marine Bot wasn't able to deal with and couldn't pass through such place. The problem is that the bot used to crouch before he initiated the duck jump, but in places like here this means you cannot make it into the window that way. You have to duck jump from standing stance to succeed here. Marine Bot can now detect this correctly and is able to pass through places like this just fine. Let's look at it. Okay, that looked good. Now we will make it worse for the bot by turning the waypoints into crouch ones. This way the navigation code forces the bot to keep crouched stance, which goes against the need to initiate the duck jump from standing stance. As you can see, the unstuck code overrides the orders from navigation in these cases and makes the bot stand up for just a bit only to initiate the duck jump, which allows him to pass through this spot pretty well. Of course, placing a duck jump waypoint would have solved it, but you know how it is. There are waypoints creators that do the work exceptionally well, and then there are ones that don't care how will the bot look like playing by their waypoints. Especially the Day of Defeat players know how bad it can be if the waypoints have many bugs. The bots then get stuck often or do things that don't make sense, and the game is no fun at all. That is the reason for all these improvements to the unstuck code. The bots must be able to deal with both the map design as well as the bugs the waypoints creator left in the waypoints. Thanks for watching.